What is going on, guys? My name is Chaotic and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A, something which I've actually never done on my channel before, but seeing that I'm frequently asked questions by you guys over on social media and in the YouTube comment section, I thought a video like this was needed. Now, just before we get into things, if you're wondering what the gameplay is in the background of this video, it is a game named Dungeon Hunter 5. It's actually a really cool mobile game available on iOS, Android, and surprisingly, even Windows. Now, to be honest, I'm not usually someone that plays a lot of mobile games, but I've really enjoyed playing this one over the past few days. And there are loads of really awesome features that makes this game really enjoyable to play, as you guys can see in the gameplay. Basically, it's a hack and slash dungeon crawler that also has multiplayer modes so you can play with your friends. And if you're into RPG games, this also has some RPG elements. It's definitely worth trying out, plus it's free to download, so if you guys are interested, there's a link in the description you can click that'll take you straight to the marketplace. Anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into the Q&A. So yesterday, I gave you guys the opportunity over on Twitter to ask any questions you wanted for today's Q&A, and the first question I actually got was, do you have a girlfriend? Now, if you've watched my previous live streams, you may already know the answer to this question, but if you haven't, the answer is yes, I do have a girlfriend. We've been dating now for around about 7 months or so, as we started dating back in January. I can confirm all is going well, and maybe sometime in the near future, I will have a feature in a video or live stream, but until then, the answer is yes, I do. The next question comes from Frumpy Nose, and he has asked, what editing software do you use? Well, like most content creators, I use Sony Vegas Pro 13. There is no real reason behind this other than the fact I've been using Sony Vegas ever since day one when I first began YouTube. Now, sure, it's not the best software out there, it's not the cheapest, it's not the easiest to use, and it's full of bugs and glitches, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know if you've ever used Sony Vegas before, but I've never really had any real reason to change and try something else, so there we go. Ben Taylor asked the question, what age did you start YouTube? Well, I first began YouTube just over 5 years ago in May of 2011, but not on this channel, on my previous channel. And maybe someday I will share my YouTube story with you guys. Admittedly, it's not that exciting, but of course there were some interesting times with some really cool stories which maybe someday, like I said, I will share with you guys. But until then, to answer the question, I am currently 20 years old now, and I was 15 at the time when I began YouTube. The next question comes from Cole Ghosty, and he has asked, what is your next milestone on YouTube? And also, I love the videos. Thanks, man, I appreciate your support and your love, but to be perfectly honest, I don't really set myself milestones. I never really have. Sure, I want to always progress my channel in terms of views, subscribers, likes, comments, you name it. I want to keep on growing, but I've never really set myself goals in the terms of where I want to be in a few months' time or a few years' time. Now, don't get me wrong, it would be awesome to surpass 1 million subscribers, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter whether I do or don't. What is important to me is whether I enjoy what I'm doing. At the end of the day, I began YouTube back in 2011 because I enjoyed gaming, I enjoyed making videos, and I liked the idea of being able to make something which other people around the world would be able to see and possibly enjoy too. And that is still one of the primary reasons why I still do YouTube today. And this leads me on to the next question asked by Mr. Simo FTW. He has asked, did you ever think you'd be in the position which you are in today? And the answer is no. I didn't ever expect to get anywhere on YouTube. Like I said, I started YouTube off for fun, out of enjoyment purposes, and I was very, very surprised to even get 10 subscribers, let alone over 800,000, which I'm currently on now. Anyway, so moving on to the next question. This one is from Official GFG, and he has asked, what other games do you play besides GTA? Well, another game which I have been enjoying a lot over the past few days besides GTA and Dungeon Hunter 5 is of course Pokemon Go. The next question was asked by Will, and he asked, what's your favorite console? Well, I have an Xbox One and a PlayStation 4, but to be perfectly honest, I don't really prefer either of them, nor do I really use them. I very, very rarely use either platform. If I'm going to play a game, I usually play on PC. 0.4 asked the question, is your real name Chaotic? Surprisingly, no. The next question was asked by Sam, and he has asked the question, what in tractors attract you the most? Well, to answer your question, Sam, there are many features that tractors possess that really turn me on, such as the big round wheels, the thick, chunky exhaust, the loud, manly growl as you Okay, so to explain myself, basically part-time, on the odd occasion, I work on my family farm. Anyway, moving on to the next question. This was asked by Andrew Young, and he asked, what do you drive? Surely not everyone rides a sheep to work in Wales. Well, as much as I'd love to ride a sheep to work every day, unfortunately I have one of these instead. This is a 2016 Ford Ranger Wildtrak with the 3.2 litre engine, and I have it in this exact colour too, Pride Orange. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, you may have seen a few pictures of my car a few months ago when I first took delivery. I've also talked about my car a few times in past live streams. So yes, there we go. My everyday car is a Ford Ranger Wildtrak pickup truck. But moving on to the final question for today's Q&A video, this was asked by Michael, and he asked, what was your dream job as a child? Now, like most children when I was growing up, my dream job changed nearly every day. One day I wanted to be a doctor, the next day I wanted to be a fireman, the next day I wanted to be an astronaut, and so on. But sure enough, there came a time when I finally knew what I wanted to do when I grew up. I must have been around about 12 or 13 at the time, and my decision was I wanted to work for myself. I wanted to be my own boss, I wanted to set up my own company, and I guess in some ways I've already achieved that with YouTube. Anyway, so there we go guys. With that being said, that is it for today's Q&A. I want to say a big thank you to everybody who asked questions and got involved in the Q&A over on Twitter. I'm sure sometime soon I will do another one. But until then, definitely go ahead and check out Dungeon Hunter 5. It is a really awesome game. I cannot stress that enough. I've been playing a lot of it over the past few days and really been enjoying it, and I want you guys to do so too. So like I said before, click the link in the description and download it now for free. Anyway, so with that being said, that is it for this video. I do hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you guys want to see some more Q&A videos, go ahead and leave a comment on this video, and it would also be greatly appreciated if you guys could also like this video, as it helps me out a lot. But as always guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. No.